Okay guys, here's, I know it's been a while since I've done a what sold video, and I thought I would do this one on our chicken haul that was about 6 weeks ago when I stopped at this garage sale and picked up over 75 different chickens, most of them hen on nests, but some roosters and some other miscellaneous items. So I thought it'd be fun to show you guys what all sold out of that lot. We had I basically spent $40 for the 75 chickens and other items that I got. And there were 75 chickens, and I did get some other items on top of those because they had 2 mystery boxes that were just packed, and I just bought them at $4 each, figure out what was in there. Anyway, so I'm just going to show the chickens in this particular lot. The only other item I sold was a Red Wing vase. So this was actually the very first item I listed, which was this slag glass Rosso candy dish. It's the rooster candy dish. Stands 9 inches tall. It's a beautiful piece. And so that sold almost immediately after listing it. That was the same day I bought them. And that's when it gave me the incentive to go back and buy more, seeing how quickly this one sold and then doing some quick research as to the price that some of the others sold. So I was like, okay, great start. So that paid for everything that I bought. So I was already in the profit just from one item. And the other item that sold right away was this black Westmoreland hen on nest candy dish. It also was beautiful piece, solid black color. And most of these items were all in excellent condition. So didn't have much problem with conditions. Then we sold, and this is kind of in chronological order as I sold them. So this is the Rosso mini-colored, multicolored rather, hen on nest. You can see the tips of it. The base color is green, and then the tips were kind of a orangish reddish color. These are little salt cellars. Then there were 6 of these EE. They're marked EE on them, and EE was the company mark for the Ed Bauman series. He bought the molds for these and made 400 or approximately 400 of each color. So they're pretty rare, and I didn't know that when I bought them. And you can tell the size of the quarter. They're very small items, highly collectible. Listed these at $20 each. They all sold to one person. I had 6 of them that I picked up that day. So there's that kind of a blue, ice blue. There's this black one. There's this blue one. It's kind of a bluish green aqua color. And this was a brownish. And then this medium blue color. So yeah, so those were pretty amazing finds. So it was $120 for all 6 of those. This actually came from another sale, but I included in this just to show you how popular these things are. This is another rooster candy dish. This one I believe was an L.E. Smith design, if I remember right. At the time I listed it, I didn't know what company it was, but after buying all those others, I did a lot more research and understand a lot more about these chickens and roosters than I care to say. But yeah, so this one sold for $30, which was great. This is one of the Boyd's. So there were several companies. Boyd is one of them. There were a number of these hen on nests 4. This one sold for $23. All of these are plus shipping. These were in one of the mystery boxes. It's these 2 Royal Winton creamer sugars, and I sold the pair together for $50 plus shipping. So here's, this is a Fenton hen on nest. This is the little larger candy nut dish, the larger size. Most of what I sold were the salt cellars because that was the most of what I had, and they were some really cool ones. But there were a few of these. So this Fenton sold. Then there's this Moser Ice Blue color, which is clear, but it's got a bluish tint to it, which is really cool. Then also sold this one, which is purple and white slag glass. This one sold for $50. So the slag glass ones have higher value. So if you see the slag glass ones and you're wondering, they're the ones that will sell faster and for more money. This is a Moser ruby red, beautiful little salt. Then we had the blue slag glass. I had 2 of these slag glass in the blues for the Mosers. This one sold for $30, and the other one sold here too. We'll get to it in a minute. Now this one was in there. This one is a unknown maker on this one that I could find. This one was hand painted, cold painted. And so it was kind of fun. So I didn't know what I was going to do with it at first. And finally I said, you know, just list it on eBay and see if you can get something out of it, because there's others listed and they were, you know, range from $5 to $10. So I said, oh, I'll just throw it out there for $9, see what happens. Well, it actually sold right away for that price. So that was good. Then there's this beautiful orange slag glass. Now I did not sell it for $50. I actually took an offer, I think, of $40 for this particular item. But it was an incredible little orange. This was one of them too. It's an actual clock. It did work. It's an alarm clock. Turn it on and off by hitting his comb on top of his head. It's pretty fun. So that sold for $25 plus shipping. Then there's the Moser Cobalt Blue salt. This was a Boyd, and Boyd, the way you can tell Boyd is they have the big B in the middle. That's how they're marked. And they also, depending upon the mark, you can date them. So, which is kind of cool. And you can get the exact colors, like this Sun Glow Carnival glass hen, because once you figure out what period they're from, then you can get the list of colors that they produced for that particular period. So they have a lot of information on Boyd's, which was nice. And then this is a lilac or purplish color with a little opaqueness to it, so it wasn't completely clear. It's kind of a fun color. This is a plum colored one, very deep plum color, so it's hard to see on the picture sometimes. And this is a green with a bluish tinge to it. Again, another Moser hen on nest. And then the last one we sold were these 2 rosewood color Boyds. One is a satin glass and the other is not, although it had some. This is what was really unique. The satin one still had areas that were not completely acid etched, so you can see how they still glistened in the light, which I thought was interesting. Usually when they're satin, they're completely satin, but that one had areas of both. And then there was just a clear glass one in the rosewood color. So yeah, so those, I actually took an offer on those 2, I believe, of like $35 for the 2 of them. But yeah, that was our great chicken haul. Incredible sales. I figured it out. I made $600 in profit on these chickens so far. Still have quite a few left. I think I've sold a third of what I got. Now this does not include, I did sell a number of them through the Pink Elephant, the antique store that I have a booth at too. So I haven't got my Pink Elephant sales for the month of June so that I can tell you what sold there. But yeah, there's a number sold there too. So our profit is $600 plus, no doubt about it. So all right, thank you guys for watching. Catch you next time.